Hello, class ninth. How are you all? So, we have been studying chapter number 7, diversity in animals. Yes, so last time we studied classification of animals, sorry, classification of plants. Yes, last time we studied about the classification of plants. So, let me give you a brief introduction, brief description again. Let me give you a brief description again about the classification of plants. You know, plants are divided into five phylum. Yes, plants are divided into five phylum: Thelophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm, Angiosperm. Yes, and Thelophyta are actually thallus plant. Yes, thallus means you cannot differentiate it between stem, leaves, and root. Yes, and Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperm, Angiosperm, they are non-thallus. Means you can easily differentiate it between their root, stem, leaves. Okay, and one more point that Thelophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta, they are actually cryptogame. Yes, okay, they are cryptogame means they do not produce seed, and gymnosperm and angiosperm are phanerogames means they produce seed. Okay, so we can classify that plants can be divided into two parts. First part is do not have differentiated body parts, and second is have differentiated body parts. So do not have differentiated body part, in this we include Thelophyta, and have body differentiated part can be divided into two part, without vascular tissue and with vascular tissue. Without vascular tissue, in this one we include Bryophyta, and with vascular tissue can be divided again into two parts. First is cryptogame, second is phanerogamous, means those who do not produce seed and those who produce seed. Pteridophyta are those who do not produce seed, and we can divide produce seed phanerogames into two again part. First is bare necked seed, and again bare covered seed. Bare necked seed we include gymnosperm, and bare covered seed we include angiosperm. And angiosperm can be divided into two part again: monocots and dicots. Monocots, one cartilage; dicots, two cartilage. It's very complicated. No, it's not complicated. Actually, you just need to understand. That's why. Okay. So now let's talk about the classification of animals. Classification of Animalia. So animals are divided into 10 group. Okay, as you can see on your screen. Yes, animals are divided into two group. So first group is Porifera, second is Coelenterata. Yes, third is Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and Protochordata and Vertebrata. Yes, these are the different groups. So we will study about all these group. Okay, not in detail, just in short we will study. So don't worry. And one more thing that today we will study first five group. Yes, today we will study first five group, means we will study about Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, and Annelida. The remaining we will study in next class. Okay, it will be easy for you. So Porifera, yes, they are actually like sponge. Yes, they are actually like sponge. Yes, they are aquatic non-motile animal. Yes, non-motile. What is the meaning of motile? Motile means they do not do motion. Yes, they cannot move. They stay at one place, and sometimes we use them to scrub our skin. Yes, we also use them to scrub our skin. It's true. Porifera. So they are aquatic and non-motile animals and attached to some solid support. Yes, they are always attached to solid support. And they have pores. Yes, they have holes. Small holes are present. So we can say porifera, pore. So pore, the word porifera inside the word pore is actually porous, means they have hole. Okay, so they have hole all over the body. Yes, all over the body have hole. So they form a canal system. They form a canal. Yes, you know, in canal what happens, water move in the same way. Their pores form the canal system which help to circulate the water. Yes, and through this canal they bring food and oxygen. Yeah. Okay. And their skeleton, if we talk about their skeleton, they have hard outer skeleton. Yes, their outer skeleton. Outer skeleton means exoskeleton. Yes, actually we have two skeleton. Our exoskeleton, this is just like our hair. Our hair, nails, they are actually exoskeleton. It means outer bones, and bones like structure. And inside the body we call them in endoskeleton. Okay, endoskeleton. So they have a hard outer skeleton and do not have any tissue. Yes, they do not have any tissue. As you can see the picture, spongilla, cycon, Uleptella. Yes, you, the word is very tough sometimes. Yeah. So these are spongilla, cycon, all these are actually the exact example of porifera. Okay. So remember kids, porifera are aquatic animals. They grow on solid surface. They have pores which form the canal system which help to circulate water and bring food and oxygen. So I hope you understood. Okay. Now we will see the next group, Coelenterata. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's after porifera, let's study about Coelenterata. Yeah, spelling, check out the spelling, do not make this spelling mistake. Coelenterata. Let me again tell you, kids, if you really love science subject, then you should pay attention. I know this chapter will not come in 9th class, but if you take science as a subject, you will have to face it. Yes. So Coelenterata, so as you know that porifera are actually aquatic animal. They are non-motile animal. Yes. And they have canal system. And if we talk about Coelenterata, they are also aquatic animal. Yes. They are also aquatic animals. Yes. And they have coelom. Yes, they have coelom. 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 Coelom means, what is the meaning of coelom? Coelom means if someone has body cavity, then we use this word coelom. You know Motu Patlu serial. If you know about Motu Patlu serial, if you have ever watched it, Motu is very fatty. So in his stomach there is a large cavity, a big cavity. So it is a coelom. So in the same way, Coelenterata, it is just an example. Okay. So Coelenterata, they have coelom, means they have a cavity in their body. Okay, they have a hollow space. Okay, and they have two layers of cell. Yes, they have two layers of cell, outer layer and inner layer, or you can say they have two germ layer. Yes, skin layer. We are talking about their skin layer. So if we talk about aquatic animals, skin layer, they have two layer, outer layer and inner layer. Okay, means endogerm and exogerm. Okay, exogerm. Germ means layer. Here the meaning of germ means layer. Okay, so endoderm, or you can say endoderm or exoderm is correct word. Okay, endoderm and exoderm is correct word. Okay, so outer layer is known as exoderm and inner layer is known as endoderm, means skin. Okay, And some Coelenterata animals, if we talk about some Coelenterata animals, they live in a colonies, yes, and means they live together, and others live single, yes. They may be found in group. It is possible. As you can see the example on your screen, first is corals, hydra, jellyfish, sea anemone. Yes, these are the examples. So look, first picture, first picture. What kind of animal? These are actually corals. Yes, you can check the second picture, which is in blue color. Yes, sky blue color. Check the second picture. These are actually jellyfish. Yes, it is not a fish. It is an aquatic animal. And last, look the last picture. Very shining sea anemone. Yes, this is sea anemone. Okay. So remember kids, they are aquatic animals. Yes, Coelenterata, they are aquatic animals, and they have cavity in their body. Cavity in body means coelom, C-O-E-L-O-E-M, C-O-E-L-O-M. So they have cavity in their body, coelom, and their body is divided into into two layer, means their skin is divided into two layer, endoderm and exoderm, means outer layer and inner layer. Okay, some lives in colony and other are single, like corals, hydra, jellyfish, sea anemone. Okay, I hope that you understood it. Now let's see the next group of Animalia Platyhelminthes. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now let's talk about Platyhelminthes. Yes, platy means flayed. Platy means flayed. So actually, generally worms are included in this one. Platyhelminthes means flayed worm. Okay, worms, you know, different kind of worms. Okay, you might have studied in 7th class about worm. Yes, do you remember? So, if we talk about them, then they have flat body. Yes, their body is flat. Platyhelminthes, flat. Okay, and this way you can easily memorize. So they have flat body which is bilateral symmetrical. Yes, their body is bilateral symmetrical. Actually, there are two type of symmetry. First is bilateral symmetry and second is radial symmetry. Is bilateral symmetry and radial symmetry. Yes. So bilateral symmetry means if I draw a line at the center of anyone and both part look same, then it is called bilateral symmetry. Now look my face, just look my face, just look at my face. If I draw a line center, both will look same, both part will look same. This is called bilateral symmetry. Yes, bi means two, and radial symmetry means there are many axes of line. Yeah, they cannot be same. Okay, it's possible, but Platyhelminthes, they have flat body which is bilaterally symmetrical, means both right and left half of the body is similar. Yes, both the right and left half of the body is symmetrical, as you can see in the picture. And they have three layers of cell and are called trypoplastic. Yes, they are also known as trypoplastic. Yes, okay, and they have three layer of cell. Three layer of cell means they have three layer of skin. Yes, outer skin is called exoderm, inner skin is called endoderm, and middle skin is called mesoderm. Okay, this is the meaning. And they do not have true body cavity. Yes, they do not have true body cavity. Yeah, it's a true. They do not have true body cavity. They have false body cavity. Yes, means they have asylum. Coelom means they have true body cavity. Asylum means they do not have body cavity, and they do not have true body cavity, means they have false body cavity. And they may be free living or parasitic. Yes, they may be free living. Yes, they can live freely or parasitic. Parasitic means they depend upon host to make the food. Yes, they depend upon the host to make the food. So there are many examples. Planaria. Planaria is free living. Yes. Liver fluke, tapeworm. Tapeworm is parasitic. Okay. As you can see the picture, look at the first picture. First picture, which is in yellow color, which is a planaria, which is actually a planaria. Planaria, planaria, which is actually a free living Platyhelminthis. Yes, its body, as you can see in the picture, its body is flat. Yes, and bilateral symmetrical. If you draw a line at the center of this one, then you will get the both right and left half of the body is similar. And second picture, liver fluke. Yes, it is also bilateral symmetrical. You can see if you draw a line, it will divide into two same part. So liver fluke. Tapeworm. Tapeworm is a parasitic animal, means it depends upon the host, just like mosquito depend upon us to drive the blood, to suck the blood. So they have, if you see the picture, they have the small two eyes. Yes, they have small two eyes also. So kids, I hope that you understood about Platyhelminthis, bilateral symmetrical they have, and they have three layers: exoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. They do not have true body cavity. I hope, please try to memorize, please try to understand the meaning of bilateral symmetrical, radial symmetrical. Bilateral symmetrical means both right and left will look same, but radial symmetrical means there are many axes of line, but in bilateral symmetrical there is only one axis of line. So I hope that you understood. Now we will study the next group of animal, which is Nematoda. Yes. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's talk about Nematoda. So their body is actually cylindrical. Yes, Nematoda, their body is cylindrical. Yes, in the shape of cylinder. Yeah, and if we talk about their symmetry, they are bilateral symmetrical. So bilateral symmetrical, you know the meaning, and they are trypoplastic. Yes, they are trypoplastic. And one more point, that their body is divided. Yeah, they have, if you will see earthworm, you will see some lines on the body. Yes, so we can say their body is divided. They have linear lines. If you see, divided, segmentation, the correct word is segmentation. The correct word is, so their body is segmented. Yes, into different parts. Their body is segmented. Okay, and they do not have true body cavity. Yes, they do not have true body cavity. Yeah, and they have tissue. Yes, they have tissue, but one more point, they do not have real organs. Yes, they do not have real organs. They are parasitic. They are parasitic. Like roundworm. Yes, roundworm. You know, it roundworm disease generally occur in kids. Yes, when they, it happens in kids. Yes, when actually kids have the problem related to stomach, then it comes out through the excretory system. Yeah, so that time you can see the roundworm. It's true. And pinworm, roundworm. Pinworm means Wucheria. Yes, as you can see in the picture. So you can see the picture. Okay, you can see the picture of roundworm, which is in light brown color. So they are look like snake. Yes, they look like snake. Yeah, but actually not. They are not. Actually, they when they live in our stomach. Yes, roundworm live in our stomach. When actually it happens in kids. Yeah, when they have digestive related problem, then roundworm generate. Then you can see them. Then they face the problem of stomach ache. Yes, it happens in kids. So you can see in the picture that these have no real organ. Yes, these have no real organ. They take the nutrition from whatever we eat. Okay, and their body is bilaterally symmetrical. Their body is not radially symmetrical. I hope you understood about Nematoda. Okay, now let's talk about the next group, which is actually Annelida. Yeah, so when you will see the picture of Annelida's animal, you will see, wow, these are different kind of animals. Yeah, you have never seen them. But earthworm, do you know about earthworm? Yes, earthworm is Annelida. Yes, so let's talk about Annelida. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, kids, let's discuss about Annelida. So, Annelida, if we talk about Annelida, their body is bilaterally symmetrical. Yes, their body is bilaterally symmetrical, and they also have true body cavity. Yes, they also have true body cavity. Yeah, it's true. And when I told you about Nematoda, you know that in Nematoda they have tissue but no real organ. But if we talk about Annelida, there is a differentiation of organs. Yes, they have real organ, and their body is segmented. Their body is also segmented. Yes, you can see the lines. If you have seen earthworm or snake, you have seen the lines. These are actually segmentation. Yeah, we call it segmentation. And they are found in water as well as on land. Yes, they are found on water. On land they have true body cavity. Like earthworms, leech, you can see the picture of earthworm, you can see the picture of leech. Yes, you might have seen them. Yes, am I right? You might have seen them. Earthworm, leech, you have seen them. So these are Annelida. Okay, so I hope that you got it, what is Annelida. So first point, let me again explain. Their body is bilaterally symmetrical. They have true body cavity. Their body is segmented. There is a differentiation of organ. They are found in water and on land. Yes, for example, earthworm, nereis, leech, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so it's very easy to understand all these topic. So first of all, we studied about porifera. Yes, porifera are actually like sponges. Yes, they are aquatic and non-motile. Yes, and then we studied about coelenterata. Yes, check out the spelling of coelenterata. It is very difficult. Coelenterata. Coelenterata. They are also aquatic, but they have coelom. Coelom means they have cavity. Yes, okay, and then we studied about the next, which is Platyhelminthis. Yes, Platyhelminthis have flat forms and they have flat body. You know, they have flat body and they are bilaterally symmetrical. Bilateral, you know the meaning. Bilateral means both right and left half of the body look same. Yes, and then we studied about Nematoda. They have cylindrical body, yes. Like roundworm, pinworm, yes, am I right? And we also studied about Annelida, and we know that Annelida, their body is bilaterally symmetrical. Their body is bilaterally symmetrical, okay, like Arthroworm. So I hope you understood about all this. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, now let's talk about Arthropoda. Yes, Arthropoda. Arthropoda is the biggest group. Yes, Arthropoda. Mm, When I hear this word Arthropoda, there is a word which just come in my mind. Kida makoda. Arthropoda. Kida makoda means Arthropoda. It includes insects. It is the largest group of Animalia. Yeah. Okay. They have joint legged. Yes, they have joint legged, as you can see in the picture also. Okay, so first point, they have bilaterally symmetrical. Yes, they have bilaterally symmetrical body, and their body is segmented. Yes, their body is segmented, and uh, they have an open circulatory system. Yeah, you know, there are two type of circulatory system: closed circulatory system and open circulatory system. If we talk about our body has closed circulatory system. How? Because our blood flows in veins. Yes, our blood flows in veins, but uh, if we talk about Arthropoda, do not have some veins, so their blood flow openly. Yes, so they have open circulatory system, but we have veins in our body. Our body blood flow in a closed path. They do not have a closed path. Okay, and their body cavity is filled with blood. Yes, they also have body cavity, but it is filled with blood. Okay, and they have joint leg. Yes, they also have joint leg. Okay, as you can see, the example: prawn, spider, butterfly, housefly, crab, cockroach, scorpion, centipede. You know about all these animals. Yes, you have seen prawn. Prawn is eaten by foreigners. Yeah, it is eaten by, I don't know how do they eat. Spider, butterfly, housefly, crab, cockroach, scorpion, centipede. So all these are arthropoda. Yeah. And they have bilateral symmetrical. You can check the picture. If you draw a center line, you can easily divide them into two parts. Yes, it means they are bilateral symmetrical. They have body cavity, means in which blood is filled, and they have jointed leg. Okay, generally they have around 6 leg. Okay, I hope you understood. Now it's time to ask question answer from you. Let's move on the last point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Write short note on following: Annelida, Nematoda, Platyhelminthes. Okay, so Annelida. If we talk about Annelida, you know that kids, their body, they have bilateral symmetrical body, and they have true body cavity. Yeah, and their body is segmented, and there is a differentiation of organ, means they have real organ, and they are found in water as well as on land, like earthworm, leech. Okay, and if we talk about Nematoda, they have cylindrical body. Their body is also bilateral symmetrical, but they do not have true body cavity, and they are parasitic. They have tissue but not real organ. Let me again tell you that Annelida have real organ, but Nematoda do not have real organ. Which are the Nematoda? Roundworm, pinworm. These are okay. And if we talk about Platyhelminthes, which are actually flatworms, flat. Okay, They have flat body which is bilaterally symmetrical. Okay, both right and left half of the body, the body is similar. They have three layers of cell. They have three layers of cell and are called trypoplastic. Okay, they have three layers of cell, that's why they are called trypoplastic. They do not have true body cavity. They may be free living or parasitic possible. Okay, like free living planaria and parasitic tapeworm, you already know parasite, they live upon the host. Okay, and now let's talk about next question. Question number 2: which animals have open circulatory system? Yes, we know that arthropoda have open circulatory system. Yes, they have bilateral symmetrical body, their body is segmented. Okay, we know that prawn, spider, butterfly, housefly, crab, cockroach, scorpion, centipede, they all are arthropoda. Okay, their body is segmented and they have open circulatory system. Their body cavity is filled with blood. They have joint leg also. Okay, so it was all about this chapter. And the remaining we will not study. I think it's enough for you because the chapter will not come. Okay, so it's enough. Now the remaining, next time we will start the new chapter. New chapter we will start tomorrow. Okay, till then, bye bye.